Hello beautiful people, in today's video I want to talk about biosecurity measures in your farm, especially poultry farming. Okay, before I go down deep into this video, my name is Flame Bruce. I'm a music producer and also a poultry farmer with years of experience. So now let's go down into the essence of this video. The importance of biosecurity cannot be overemphasized. Biosecurity cuts down the flow of virus or bacterial attack in your farm, and meanwhile humans are the highest carriers of disease in farming in general. So that's why it's very crucial for you to be very careful about the flow of individuals and even yourself around your farm. So some years ago, when I started poultry farming, I would visit farmers, allow people to come and see my birds, be bragging about how good they are looking and how cool and clean the place is, but I didn't know that I was endangering my birds. And sometimes I also visit some other farmers trying to also learn from them. I was also endangering myself, being exposed to viral disease and bacterial stuff. And lots of farmers around my region do take these things for granted. Biosecurity is very important because humans, like I said, are the highest carriers of diseases in farming. So especially poultry farming, you need to make sure that you beef up your biosecurity measures. How do you beef up the biosecurity measures? You need to make sure that from the entrance of your farm, you have a food bath that has disinfectant inside of the water, either a food bath that where you can put your food inside, because it's expected for you to be putting on boots like this. It's expected for you to be putting on boots like this in your farm, so that you can always use the boots food bath and dip your foot inside of it. It will cut out bacterial flow from it, and also necessary for you to have spray and change of clothes, because the clothes you are expected to wear inside your farm is supposed not to be the same clothes you wore down to the farm, to cut down the flow of any bacteria and virus, because this thing gets attached to your body, attached to your foods and to your hands. So that's why it's very essential for you to disinfect yourself before getting into your pen, and a major way of doing that is by setting up a food dip. But in a case whereby you have other animals around, because I know some farmers do have dogs, security dogs inside their premises, or maybe some other free range animals like free range chicken or turkeys or goat or any other animal within the premises. So in order not to expose those ones from going to drink from that water that's already mixed with the disinfectants, I will recommend you use spray. If you are using spray, you make sure that before you get into the pen, in fact before anybody comes into your farm, they disinfect their legs and their hands. Any part that has to do with physical exposure of their skin, they just use the disinfectant to spray and wash off before getting into the farm. So maybe before even getting to the pen, you also need to also do another disinfectant on your hands and your foot using a spray. I recommend using a spray because it's more safer without endangering other animals, because even if you want to put the food bath inside of your pen, it's still not wise, because of your own birds will be a danger to that, because they are birds, they can fly. There's every tendency for them to jump. Even if you set up a barricade for them, there's every tendency for them to jump and get into that disinfectant and drink it, which is not going to be good for them, which is going to cause another huge mortality for you. So I will always recommend using sprays. If you use this kind of spray, a manual spray, or if you have a mechanized spray that you can use to spray and disinfect yourself, that's perfect. So but it's very key for you to make sure that your farm will beef up biosecurity measures, because how strong your biosecurity measure is going to determine how successful your farm is. Because with the strong biosecurity measures, there's every tendency that diseases in your farm are cut off to the highest minimum. Do you know that you can rear birds and you can run a farm without using antibiotics and all these vaccines? That is if you have a very strong biosecurity measure set up in your farm. But in order not to risk yourself, it's also good for you to use your vaccination programs and your antibiotics to make sure that you cut off all this. But while using those vaccines and antibiotics, make sure that you're using them on the right recommendation and the right withdrawal time for human consumptions too as well. So I hope this video is of importance to you, and I'll encourage you to try to practice the information set here. Try to cut down on the way you visit farmers, especially when you have your own birds running. If at all you want to visit any farm, visit them when you are out of stock, or try to learn your information online, just to make sure that you cut off on you being carrying diseases to your farm. Or even if at all you want to do that, you must be very careful about the process on how you visit other farmers, or even when you get to go to a veterinary shop to buy drugs or a feed shop to buy feed for your birds. Afterwards, when you get back, you need to disinfect yourself, because these are public places that people go, and there's evidence that somebody might carry a bacteria or a virus to that same location and drop it on a counter or anywhere on any surface, and you now carry it into your own farm. Meanwhile, these birds are being taken care of in a confined space, just like we humans too. Humans get exposed to virus and bacteria and we get to treat ourselves, but sometimes these animals are very delicate, and these are things that we do for business. So you need to be very careful on how exposed they are, because I tell you, if you cut down on your expenses on medication, you are going to cut down overhead expenses, which is going to make it to make more profit in your farm. It's better for you to spend money and be very disciplined about using proper biosecurity measures, so as to make sure you cut off disease spread in your farm. It's going to help you a long way. I hope you like this video. Please just smash the like button, and if you're new to this channel, I will encourage you to click on the subscription button. And all my returning subscribers, I really appreciate you for all that you do, coming back and always watching and following up on this channel. I say a very big thank you to you, and I believe that your own farm will be much better and successful, just like you watching these videos and you're learning and implementing the information hereof. Thanks, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.